A Villain in Venice, Jane of the Air, Book 1. A steampunk detective and aviatrix and part-time spy. Available now. All profits to the NHS.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. It feels like forever since I was recording something with you, and that's fine, because now it's September, and I'm going to be talking to you about Torchwood monthly release number 41. I know, 41. Red Base. Written by James Goss, starring Tom Price. Here's the synopsis. Mars is the next giant leap for mankind. Starr Base is the first small step. A practice Mars base has been set up in a quarry in Neath, just off the A474. Its aim to see if humanity can survive on the red planet. The problem is, the crew are dying. The survivors are terrified, paranoid, and wondering if something alien has got inside Starr Base. Sgt Andy Davidson has come to find out what's wrong. And of course, on the front of the box, there is Sgt Andy inside what I can only describe as a spacesuit with a Welsh dragon on the side. It's a great cover for a great little story. Yes, it does have similarities with the last release, that whole base under siege. Yeah. Small cast, take. Torchwood story, something odd's going on. But instead of ghostly apparitions or voices from another world, you've got a sentient computer. You've also got people being bumped off one at a time. This is not just Torchwood territory, this is standard territory. So, what sets it apart from others? Well, of course it has to be the background, the setting, the world location. So, yes, it's a locked room mystery. But, well, do you remember Project Eden? It was meant to be like sort of Big Brother on a little island in Scotland, except it was cancelled. But everyone got to stay there for a year, and then they thought they'd come out and be celebrity darlings, and what actually happened was they came out and just went home. They'd been performing on camera for a year. Well, this is what they think is going on in the base. So as well as that whole Mars background space thing going on, think 2001 and HAL, you've also got people desperate to be on Big Brother. Those three concepts all yoked together produce a cracking little story. And it is something I suspect you'll come back to time and time again. You will want to re-listen to this. It's not just one of the disposable ones. Oh, it's got Sgt Andy in. Oh, he was hardly in Torchwood. No, forget all that. Because of Sgt Andy's performance and the way he's carried on the future of Torchwood, he's becoming more and more integral to Torchwood itself. So much so that the next release, Torchwood Soho, has him right there, dead centre. And you just wouldn't have suspected it. Here's the trailer. Decide for yourself. And until next time, be seeing you.
Starr Base dome breached. Terminal atmosphere leak. Mars is lost.
From Big Finish Productions. Torchwood. Red Base.
The airlock's closed behind me.
What's the weather like out there?
Just a balmy Martian morning. Heading towards the rock face now. You getting this?
We've got your feed.
And I'm taking samples now. What the hell?
Lee?
Stay back! You can't be here! You can't!
Lee!
Can you see this? It's impossible. He's not wearing a spacesuit. What are you doing here? This is Mars. No, stay back.
Good afternoon. Wondering if I could have a word. I'm from Torchwood.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Are you gonna kill me?
Go back to your room, crew member Andy. Sleep tight.
That was the Tin Dog Podcast. Available on Spotify, iTunes, Acast, Stitcher, and wherever good podcasts are found. Get early access to content by subscribing to the Tin Dog Podcast YouTube channel. You can support the show at patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on Twitter at tindogpodcast or email tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. All of the things discussed are the intellectual property of others. No infringement is intended. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.